Yeah. So, March of the Marionette. Did get have that on the actual music and performed it. Did I perform it on tuba or did I just play it? I just play it. Maybe I did perform it. I can't remember. But I used to be a tuba player once upon a lifetime. So okay, I think last time we went through like the Insecticon crash site through the North Pole mostly. I think there might have been two I may have missed. Why is my computer doing this? Let's look at. Maybe I can do that. Oh, look at there. Let's. I'm not sure if I went over the lava pits, which is number 10. Lava pits is blue green, and when you flip, okay, remember the sentinels from wave 2? This is kind of a sentinel effect here. When you flip a Predacon to bot mode while in the KO, not this Predacon, but Beast War Predacon, each of your characters has Pierce 3 until end of turn. Now, one, you have to have somebody in the KO. It has to be a Predacon, and you flip them to bot mode. So that's got to be your flip for turn, unless you have something else going on, escape routes, rapid conversions, etc., etc. So, if you can keep lava pits in play or get it in play the turn after a Predacon, it could be one of mine, it could be somebody else's. Bayformers, ATP. Has ATP done Beast War stuff? I don't think so. Or the Arc or whatever. So you have a Predacon in your KO, flipped into bot mode. Your team, each of your characters is going to have Pierce 3 until end of turn. So it's dependent on how wide your team was, etc., etc. Each beast has -2 tough for battle. So yeah, so if you're playing Beast War characters, they're playing Beast War characters, and you're playing the Preds and they're playing the Maximals, yes, if you have a character that is defending in beast mode, or if they do too, -2 tough. You have to have tough to be able to take away tough. I did not put that in here. I think that is pretty well understood. A base card is in play once introduced, blah, blah, blah. And the other one, I may have gone over lava pits in the last mashup. I don't have a whole lot of time, so we're just going to look at about maybe 5 cards here. Lithone is the next one. Lithone is kind of a planet card. So it actually look not because it's a planet, but it's because it's giving attack. It looks like an upgrade. So I did pull this from the upgrade template. It is a blue-green, and it's just blue-green, okay? No special traits. But while a character is in bot mode, it has the specialist trait. So finally, we have a card. This is non-faction, by the way, so this can knock out any of those other cards that tells you, you can't play these cards. You can't play Autobot faction cards. You can't play Decepticon factions. You can't play Maximals or Predacon faction cards. This is none of those. This is Lithone. This is where Kranix and Obelisk in the 86 movie came from. This is a screenshot from the movie. If you look at the two little things right to the very edge of the right side of the word where action would have been, but it's the base card part. If you look really closely, I had to dummy up some of the graphics there. So if it doesn't look quite right, that's right. That's why. So each bot mode, I don't care what they are, they're now a specialist. So if you have a team of melee characters or a team of range characters, you bring in Lithone as one of your 1 or 2 cards, like you've seen in 1 or 2 of my mock games that I've put out there now. You now can open up a specialist card. So having Lithone in your deck is going to help you warrant having those three white field communicators in a deck of characters that are all ranged or all melee, and to be able to have stuff, cards like originals, armed hovercraft, etc., etc. Okay, of course, once this is knocked out, they're no longer specialists. How long is that good for? While this card is in the battlefield. This is not a plot action. Though it acts like it, it's not a rolling action, but it is in the battlefield until it is knocked out by another base card or scrapped by any other method. And we have plenty of cards now between actions and upgrades and just playing another base card to knock these out at the start of turn before you draw for battle. Draw for turn. Each character 6 stars and below has +1 to attack for battle. Okay, so this is Lithone. It's going to help. You have combiner characters. This is going to help give them a bump in attack. 5-star characters, Flame War, etc. You're going to help give them a bump in attack instead of that 3 or that 2 or that 4. It's going to be just one more. You flip them in bot mode. They're specialists. Get on those field communicators. You're welcome. But so there's that idea there. Nutty Alien Bungalow. Here we go. Okay. Is a Quintesson faction base card. Why? Well, there's no traits on it. It is orange and green. No traits on the flip. It's that wonderful, really cool scene from season, during the agenda 3 to 4 parter, because I always considered optimal situation agenda part 4 for the most part, where the Vox come in using images from his databanks, which lets us know even in the future Unicron's head is still orbiting Cybertron, though we never see it in any of the times that we see Cybertron during Beast Wars. But it must still be there, or it wouldn't be in his databanks. Is how I would take it. Each Quintesson has stealth. When I'm tapped, no. Tapped or untapped. When it says stealth, it's both. Each beast has -2 bold until end of turn. Bold cannot be below 0. I did put the reminder here. The Matrix of Leadership cannot be played. Oh, crap. I got a typo. Cannot be played by either player. So, yeah, I could easily have said, I have made another Matrix of Leadership where you can put it on Autobots and Maximals. It is still the exact same name, so you can only have 3 cards of the same name in your deck. So if you are playing with Beast War characters, you have Maximals. You can now have a Matrix and put it on Maximals and get with the later traits to be able to get that perk, just like you would the original with Autobots. So it's the same name. It's just adding additional trait on there to be able to put it on the good guys. So that, again, that's really specific. So if you may not be playing Autobots or Decepticons or even Beasts, you may be playing Bayformers Quintessons or the ATPs Quintessons or the Arc or mine. I was going back and looking at mine, and I really like them. I might need to tweak a thing or two. For the most part, I really like the functionality of my Quintesson team. I might need to. I remember going back and lowering a few traits and stuff, but I really like them. Let's try to look at 1 or 2 more, and then I've got to quit. Obelisk Throne Room. This has the Predacon. I need to change that, and I can do that pretty easily. When a non-leader character equipped with, and this is a blue for more defensive decks, blue-green, and this is going to be the Predacon green. It has the G1 Predacon card symbol on here. When a non-leader character equipped with an armor upgrade attacks, it has bold 2 for battle. So as long that's pretty specific. So it can't be a leader. It can be any faction. This is a Predacon faction card. So yeah, I gotta fix that green part. Or maybe I've already done it down here. Yeah, I think I did. So it's a nice bold 2 bump. This one again, specific cards not being able to be played. We have silly things like Crowbar, or like we said, just the Matrix of Leadership, or Autobot faction cards, Decepticon faction cards, etc. This one, Emergency Barricade, can't be played by either player. So there's that. That's the Obelisk Throne Room. Ocean Depths, orange, green. Only boats can get this on the flip. A lot of this seems to kind of make sense when it's mentioned. Each boat has Pierce 2 and Tough 1 for battle. Scraplets can't be played by either player. It's a common. Add these into your boating decks. I need to update mine, I guess. Maybe. I don't know if I want to recolor all of those. That's a lot of characters. So that's all I have time for. So we got to go look back at Lava Pits, Lithone, Nutty Alien Bungalow, Obelisk Throne Room, and Ocean Depths. Better take this as my leave. Throw scraplets at that like button. We'll see you next time. Don't have a great day. Have a blessed day. And as always, Autobots, flip out and let's roll for it. Have a good